Pigeon farming in the United States has evolved into a fascinating industry, blending agricultural innovation with cultural traditions. Americans have found ways to raise and process millions of pigeons, utilizing their unique traits for both meat production and competitive racing. This dual-purpose approach highlights the versatility of pigeons, a bird often overlooked in mainstream farming but deeply valued in specific communities. From small family farms to large-scale operations, the pigeon industry reflects a mix of economic opportunity, sustainable practices, and a passion for avian excellence. The diversity of pigeons is staggering, with over 500 wild species and more than 175 domesticated breeds worldwide, thriving in environments ranging from tropical jungles to temperate plains. In the U.S., farmers have harnessed this variety, focusing on breeds that excel in either meat production or racing. For meat, the French pigeon breed is a popular choice due to its rapid growth, reliable reproduction, and adaptability to various climates. These traits make it ideal for commercial farming, where efficiency and output are key. On the other hand, racing pigeons are selected for their navigation skills, speed, and endurance, traits that have been refined through generations of selective breeding. Commercial pigeon farming for meat is a growing sector, particularly in regions like Florida, where the climate supports year-round production. Starting a pigeon farm requires a relatively low initial investment compared to other livestock, making it an accessible venture for many. The returns, however, can be substantial. The global pigeon meat market, especially in the Asia-Pacific region, was valued at $95 billion in 2023, and the U.S. contributes to this demand by exporting to markets with a taste for pigeon dishes. Domestically, pigeon meat is a niche but growing product, often featured in high-end restaurants as a delicacy. The meat, especially from young pigeons, is prized for its high protein, vitamin, and mineral content, offering a lean, flavorful alternative to more common poultry like chicken or turkey. Raising pigeons for meat involves careful planning and management. Farmers begin by selecting healthy breeding pairs, ensuring the birds are free of physical defects, with glossy feathers and bright eyes as signs of vitality. These pairs must be capable of producing a steady supply of eggs to keep the farm operational. In the U.S., many farms adopt a centralized system rather than free-range housing pigeons in tall, well-ventilated lofts. These lofts are designed with wide walkways and cages spaced 3 to 4 feet apart to ensure proper airflow. Each cage is equipped with lighting, ventilation systems, feeding troughs, water dispensers, and nesting boxes, creating an optimal environment for growth and reproduction. To maximize space, cages are often stacked with a small gap of 2 to 4 inches between tiers, maintaining cleanliness and air circulation. Nutrition is a cornerstone of successful pigeon farming. Farmers prepare a balanced diet daily, mixing grains like corn and green beans with supplements to support healthy development. The feed is carefully measured using scientific ratios and blended with modern machinery to ensure consistency. At feeding time, farmers distribute the mix into troughs, often using a cart to move along rows of cages. They watch closely to ensure each pigeon gets its share, and the birds eagerly gather, creating a lively scene as they peck at the grains. This structured feeding process ensures the pigeons grow uniformly, reaching maturity in a predictable time frame. Hygiene and disease prevention are critical in pigeon farming. A clean, well-ventilated environment helps keep the flock healthy, especially during hot summer months when bacteria can thrive. Cages are cleaned daily in warmer seasons, with slightly reduced frequency in winter, but the focus remains on keeping the space dry and free of contaminants. Young pigeons with their developing immune systems are particularly vulnerable, so farmers prioritize disinfecting cages to minimize disease risks. This attention to cleanliness ensures the flock's productivity and the quality of the meat. Female pigeons reach maturity at 4 to 6 months and begin laying eggs, though their output is modest at 1 to 2 eggs per clutch. On large-scale farms, however, systematic breeding allows for thousands of eggs to be collected daily. Pigeon eggs are rare and expensive, often 10 times the cost of chicken eggs, so most are kept for incubation to expand the flock rather than sold for consumption. A farm can manage 8 to 10 breeding cycles per year, meeting the steady demand for pigeon meat. After 17 to 18 days of incubation, the eggs hatch, and the young pigeons, or squabs, are moved to a nursery with their parents. The parents provide crop milk, a nutrient-rich substance, for the first few days before the squabs transition to supplemental feed. By 26 days, they're ready for the next growth stage, and at 4 to 5 weeks, they're fully developed, joining the flock and eventually entering the reproductive cycle. At around 2 months old, pigeons are ready for harvest. Farmers select the best birds, which are then sent to suppliers or restaurants specializing in pigeon dishes. In the United States, the processing of pigeons mirrors that of other poultry but uses modern, automated systems. The birds go through bleeding, feather plucking, gutting, and cleaning, ensuring they meet food safety standards. They're typically packaged whole to preserve flavor and quality. Fried pigeon is a standout dish with its crispy golden skin and tender juicy meat, making it a favorite among diners seeking a unique culinary experience. Beyond meat production, pigeon racing is a thriving subculture in the United States, particularly in states like Florida. Pigeons raised for racing are valued for their navigation and memory skills, which historically made them excellent messenger birds. Breeders train these birds to fly long distances, often 100 to 300 miles, and return to their coop with precision. Training begins at 6 weeks once their feathers are fully developed and requires a larger space than meat production setups. Pigeon racing is a popular sport in the United States, alongside countries like the Netherlands and the UK, with breeding clubs hosting competitive races that draw enthusiastic crowds. The fastest bird to return wins, and top racing pigeons can be worth up to $1 million, making each race a high-stakes event. The thrill of watching these birds soar across vast distances has turned racing into a passionate hobby for many Americans. In Florida, pigeons are also prized for their aesthetic beauty, with vibrant plumage that adds an artistic element to the hobby. Breeders focus on developing birds with strong physical traits, striking colors, and superior flying abilities to meet the demands of racing enthusiasts. The passion for speed and competition drives some to invest heavily in exceptional birds, turning pigeon racing into a lucrative business. Overall, the pigeon industry in the United States is a dynamic blend of commerce and culture, offering economic opportunities through meat production and a sense of community through racing. Whether for profit or passion, pigeon farming continues to captivate Americans, showcasing the remarkable potential of these often underestimated birds. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share to spread the word, and leave a comment to share your thoughts on the pigeon farming industry. What stands out to you the most?